More than 2,700 Syrians have fled their country to Turkey, many of them staying in camps like this. They are fleeing their homeland because of scenes like this.
This is what happens when Syrians try to protest peacefully against their government. On June 3rd, thousands of demonstrators walk up a road in the northern town of Jebel el-Zawiya. All of a sudden, gunfire. Unarmed men scramble for cover. Bullets crack and whistle overhead. And then, the wounded. CNN can't verify the exact location and date of the video, but the images of brutality were filmed by this activist on his cell phone.
You must have been terrified when this was happening.
Yusuf Mohammed Ali Hassan smuggled himself across the border to Turkey to talk to journalists banned from working in Syria. I want the world to know we want human rights and democracy, Ali Hassan says. This is not a government that governs people, it's a militia that kills and destroys. This 23-year-old Syrian says he was shot in the leg and arm by Syrian security forces at another protest. Now one of more than 30 Syrian gunshot victims being treated at a hospital in Turkey. We're oppressed and we want our freedom, he says. We want this president to be overthrown. He can't show his face because he's terrified of his own government. So are these people, Syrian refugees emerging from the orchards heading towards the Turkish border. More than 2,700 have fled. More are probably on the way. The first wave staying in tents at this abandoned tobacco factory. The Turkish government's already building 2 more camps. If the killing in Syria doesn't stop, Turkey stands poised to become the next home for a generation of terrified Syrian refugees.
Wolf, the man we interviewed who filmed that video you saw at the beginning of our report, Yusuf Mohammed Ali Hassan, he went back into Syria to participate in protests after Friday prayers in the town of Marit al-Numan. We spoke to him. He said he was shot in the right thigh when Syrian security forces opened fire on those demonstrators from forces on the ground and firing from machine guns from the air. He's now hiding, he says, in a friend's house, too afraid to go get treatment at a hospital because he thinks he could get arrested there.